Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. It's that time of the week again where I bring you some random fact that may or may not be helpful right out of my back pocket. That's right, this is a Kraken fact. Did you know that you can farm for the Inkscale Deepseeker mount without doing Nazjatar PvP events? Surprise! The Inkscale Deepseeker, try saying that 10 times fast, is one of the seahorse mounts added back in BFA, but this one requires a special currency found only in Nazjatar called the Nazjatar Battle Commendations. You can't buy this with mana pearls. These are unique enough that they stack in your bags and not actually in your currency tab, so you'll have to keep an eye on them. As far as I can tell, they aren't used for much, and aren't used for anything else other than what one of the PvP vendors here in Nazjatar sells, which looks to be a mount, a pet, and 2 toys. That's it. Which, this can be kind of a good thing. You don't need a lot of this currency. That same PvP vendor also seems to sell the profession recipes for PvP gear from that patch and expansion, such as, recipes for the armor and all that stuff, but those still cost marks of honor as usual. You don't need the special commendations, so again, looks like you won't need many of them. But of course, I said you don't need to do the PvP events to get this currency, and those events rarely trigger, by the way, so how do you even get the commendations? Surprisingly, it's really easy. Rares! Yep! You just kill rares! Of course, there is a stipulation, and that stipulation here is to turn on war mode before you head to Nazjatar, as the rares will only drop the commendations with it on. The good news, though, is that any and all rares in Nazjatar will give you a commendation when killed. I've been farming these for a while now and have not yet found a rare that didn't give me one when I looted it, so this actually will be much easier and faster than you think. As long as you're level 60, you shouldn't have any problems killing the rares in Nazjatar, so you don't have to worry about this being hard, because, well, this is old content now. It's meant for level 50 players. Oh, and if you're there for long enough, you may actually get lucky and see a supply drop. When the planes and stuff will fly over and drop chests and things. If you can loot it before the other faction does, these chests will give commendations too. Usually 1 or 2, pretty much like the rares, but hey, that's a little extra boost, right? And if you happen to be there when a PvP event does go off, that means the opposite faction is in the area. They may or may not actually be trying to do the event, and it just happened because you were both there at the same time. For me, it almost never comes up, but should it come up, you might want to do it. It's not too hard to do solo, at least as far as filling the bar. And if you do fill the bar successfully, which you can do by killing the mobs that will show up around the flags on your map, then you will get 8 commendations. But again, that event is rare, has to have both factions in the zone on war mode to show up. I've only seen it like twice since I've been there recently farming for these, so don't count on doing this. I'd stick to the rares, honestly. And yes, I'd stick to the rares because there are a lot of rares in Nazjatar, and now that this isn't current content, it's a lot easier to find them because it's highly likely there aren't a lot of people around. I play on Moonguard, for example, which is a very, 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 very full server, but on war mode, I maybe see one other person here. Maybe. And you only need 150 commendations for the Inkscale, and the toys and pet are also really cheap, so you're not gonna need much. This won't take you too long. So, that's it. TLDR, turn on war mode, kill rares. Ta-da! Happy hunting! And there we have it. If you think I've missed information, or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.